Today I have my fall fragrance rotation. That's right, I'm going to show y'all what fragrances I've been reaching for most often since fall has started. I have 5 designer and 5 niche fragrances. We're just going to talk about what I've been rocking, y'all, where I've been wearing these fragrances to, and my overall thoughts on them. So if you're interested in that sounds good to you, you're curious to see what I've been wearing most, you're going to want to stay tuned. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're doing well. My name is Ty, and here I primarily talk about fragrances, but we also sprinkle in some fashion and lifestyle content as well. So all about helping you show up as your best self by looking good, smelling good, and feeling good. Y'all know the vibes, man. So do me a favor if you're interested in those type of videos. Subscribe below for weekly fashion and fragrance content, and make sure you hit the bell so you can stay notified anytime I post any new videos. Okay, let's jump into the list, and we're going to start with the designer fragrances first. And this first one's a 2025 release, y'all. It's Born in Roma Uomo Extradose. Really solid release here, y'all. Very similar to the original, so it's not necessarily anything new. Reminds me a lot of the original with some Born in Roma intense as well. Definitely, you know, an amplified kind of spice and some warmth to this one, and really great performance, y'all. This one is beast mode. Definitely is beast mode on my skin, so it's one that you only need a few sprays and you're good to go all day long, right? But you know, when this one first released, like I said, it was early spring. I got to wear it a little bit in the spring. Definitely a 4-season fragrance. You can get away with this one year round, but I think it works surprisingly well in the fall, and you know, will continue to even into the winter because of its performance, y'all. So when I want something that's fresh, but I know it's gonna, you know, be able to carry me throughout the day, and also maybe transition into some, you know, evening events, you know, as it warms up and gets a little sweeter in the dry down. This is one I've been reaching for, y'all, and I've been loving it. So if you haven't checked this one out yet, again, it's not reinventing the wheel. It's not anything that you haven't seen or probably smelled before if you're familiar with this line, but it is very good. And it's Born in Roma Uomo Extradose. Okay, this next one is a classic, y'all. One of my all-time favorites for fall. Comes from YSL, and it's Nuit de l'Homme. This is actually a new bottle I picked up this year. I finally finished the bottle I had before that. And it's all about cardamom, y'all. This one just smells so good. And it's kind of nostalgic for me because I've always loved this fragrance, but it's that warm, you know, slightly fresh and sweet spice with some woodiness in the dry down, a little bit more warmth in the dry down as well, but always gives me like this apple cinnamon vibe for some reason when I first spray it on. So one that smells really good and I really enjoy, and I've been reaching for this one, y'all, just for, you know, kind of daily wear, running errands. Even can do this one in the office because of its performance or lack thereof. It's, you know, one that definitely gives you about 5 hours maybe, but projects decent for the first hour or so, but then it definitely sits a little closer to skin. So for me, it's perfect. Like I said, during the day, out and about, just a fragrance to wear, you know, and smell really good, smell like it's fall time, but not doing too much, right? And I've also been layering this one a lot at night too, y'all. So I think this one layers well with a lot of different fragrances, but especially things that maybe have a warmer base with some vanilla or even tonka, right? That, you know, play off of that cardamom, you know, spice and add some warmth and sweetness. So been enjoying this one a lot, y'all. It's a classic. Nuit de l'Homme. Do you like vanilla fragrances? If so, I'm almost positive you've smelled this one, but if not, definitely need to check it out. Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Y'all, this one is vanilla, benzoin, get a little bit of, you know, incense that gets it to slight smoky vibe, but more than anything, it's all vanilla and benzoin, y'all, and love this one. It's warm, it's cozy, it's comforting, it's welcoming, right? And I've been reaching for this one a lot for date nights, y'all. It's just such a great date night fragrance, and to be an EDT, right? It has really good performance. Like you get 7-8+ hours usually, pretty decent projection, and there's just nothing not to like with this one if you're a fan of warmer, sweeter, or vanilla fragrances. And cherry on top is this one is very affordable. You can usually pick it up for around or under $50. I think it makes it an absolute steal. One of my favorite designers, especially at that price, but even in general, it's just one that smells so good and definitely, you know, punches above its weight class in terms of the value that you get for the price. So been rocking this one a lot, y'all. One of my favorites, Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Okay, next up from Givenchy, we have Gentleman Reserve Prive. And y'all, this one is a banger. Has iris in it, of course, but it has so much more. It also has whiskey, hazelnut in here. So again, kind of boozy, a little nutty. As it dries down, you get some amber and, you know, warmth and sweetness. So just a stunning fragrance, y'all, especially for the price. You can find this one on discounters for a pretty decent price, and I think it's one of the better iris fragrances that are out there on the market, and it's definitely my favorite because of the complexity and the different things that it has going on in addition to that iris. So I've been reaching for this one a lot for date nights, y'all, but most specifically for those elevated date nights, right? Gotta have the elevated vibes when I'm a bit more dressed up, right? Sweater, maybe, you know, a collared shirt, or even a nice jacket on. This one just fits that vibe, y'all, whenever you're, you know, dressed up a bit more. It's elegant, it's different, it's unique, but it's still warm. And it's just alluring, y'all. It's just a really, really great fragrance. And this is one I've really been enjoying, y'all. So my fiance and I are stepping out. We're really putting those fire fits on. This is one I'm reaching for. It's Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Prive. Okay, moving into the final designer fragrance, y'all. And I mean, technically this one is a designer fragrance, but the price is definitely more niche level. Comes from Tom Ford, their private line. You might know where I'm going with this one. It's Oud Wood. So of course you get oud in this one. You get a warm spice from cardamom. You also get some sweetness from tonka, and the dry down and vanilla is in here as well. It's a very well-rounded fragrance, y'all. The oud isn't too off-putting or dirty in any way. I actually think it's very wearable and entry-level friendly. Not price-wise, but in terms of how the oud comes off and how it smells in this one. So another one that just reminds me of fall, the woodiness, the spiciness, the slight sweetness in the dry down. So yeah, this is just one of my favorites, y'all. And I think it's great for this time of year. I've been wearing it a lot, just, you know, kind of grab and go, again, running errands, kind of daily things like that. And surprisingly, it's one of my more complimented fragrances. I know some people have a love-hate relationship with Oud Wood. Definitely a love for me and one I've been rocking a lot, y'all. Tom Ford, Oud Wood. Okay, moving into the niche fragrances, y'all. First one we have on the list comes from the Harmonist, and it's Sun Force. I know you might be saying, Sun Force in the fall? Yeah, I wear this one year round, y'all. It smells good. It's fresh enough to work in the warmer months. You have some pomelo, some rose in here. So again, kind of citrusy freshness. But then you also have some deeper notes in here. You have saffron, you get cardamom, you get honey. You also get benzoin in this one, right? So a very well-rounded fragrance, and one, again, that I think works year-round. Also, another reason this one has been good for me recently, because I don't know how it is where y'all are at, but fall weather hasn't necessarily been feeling like fall weather. So it's still been very warm where I'm located, and, you know, those days where it's still warmer out, and I want something that's fresh, but still want something that's a little dynamic and can change throughout the day. This is one of the favorites that I reach for. It's the Harmonist Sun Force. Okay, this next one is an affordable niche fragrance that you can find retail for less than $100. Yes, that's right. Comes from Essential Parfums, and it's Divine Vanille. This one is very reminiscent of Parfums de Marly Harriet. It's actually created by the same perfumer. And it just smells so good, y'all. Vanilla, you get some cinnamon, you get tobacco, then you get this dry, fruity aspect of it. It just smells amazing, y'all. I love this one. It's a newer one to my collection. So happy I finally been getting a chance to wear this one, y'all, because I bought it during the summertime, so I really didn't get a chance to wear it other than testing it around the house. But now I've had a chance to wear it out, and, you know, definitely one that I enjoy for those nights and evenings out. Date night, special occasion, kind of anything in between. This one has been doing a trick, and surprisingly, very highly complimented as well. Good performance, get about 6 to 7 hours. Decent projection for the first couple hours, and y'all, I'm, again, a niche fragrance for under $100. If you like vanilla, or if you like Parfums de Marly Harriet, would definitely check this one out, because I've been saying this one to me is a masculine vanilla fragrance, and I really, really enjoy that. Divine Vanille, Essential Parfums. Okay, this one is also a new addition to the collection, but I've already had a chance to wear it a couple times. Comes from BDK Parfums, and it's Wood Jasmin. And this one is a beautiful fragrance, y'all. I love this one. I sampled it a while back. Finally went through the decant and enjoyed it enough to pick up the full bottle. And not a scent profile that's going to be for everyone. It definitely leans more unisex. It opens up, you get, you know, a blast of fruitiness from plum, but you also get some jasmine and, you know, woody notes as the name mentions. But in the far dry down, you get this ambery sweetness as well. So all in all, a fruity, powdery, slightly woody and sweet fragrance that I think is stunning. I really enjoy it, and it's one that I've worn out for a few different dates. So another one that's great for date nights, especially, like I said, more elevated kind of date nights, kind of like I mentioned with Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Prive. They kind of give me They're not at all similar, but like similar vibes in terms of when I would wear them. I like to be a little bit more dressed up when I wear it because, again, it has that powdery kind of floral aspect. So I think that tends to blend or mesh well whenever you're dressed up more and kind of a little more put together. So one that I've definitely been enjoying, y'all, this fall. New edition, but definitely has been getting some use already, and it's Wood Jasmin from BDK Parfums. Just a couple fragrances remaining, and this next one comes from Creed. It's original Santal. Y'all, this one is just grab and go approved for fall, when it comes to me at least, the scent profile that I like and that I enjoy for the fall, because it does everything. As I mentioned, fall hasn't been feeling like fall recently. It's definitely been warmer here, so having something that can be kind of fresh but still give you some spice and some sweetness all in one, that's this one. It's kind of that typical, you know, fougere in the opening, so it's kind of barbershoppy, clean. Dries down, you get a little more warm spice, then in the far dry down you get some tonka beans, so you get that sweetness and warmth. And I just enjoy this one, y'all. Again, one that can be worn daily. You can wear this to the office, you can wear this to run errands, and you can also wear this one for an evening out for a date as well. Really, it's one that works in any of those scenarios, kind of grab and go approved for any season, but especially for fall for me. So one of my all-time favorites from Creed. I know it's not talked about as much as maybe I think it should be, but I do think it's a really good fragrance, and it's one that I enjoy. It's Creed's original Santal. Okay, and last but not least, y'all, another one that I've been reaching for and wearing a lot on those warmer fall days where it feels more like summer. This one kind of takes me back to the summer days, of course, with how the bottle looks, but also with how it smells. Xerjoff Erba Gold. And y'all, I think this one is more versatile than it gets credit for. Of course, look at the bottle, and this line in general is kind of known for, you know, its fruitiness and kind of, you know, you think spring, summer initially, and of course works for those times. But I think this one specifically has more versatility. I think it works well in the fall and even, you know, just cool seasons in general, because you get, of course, that fruitiness in the opening, kind of a tropical fruity vibe, but then you get some cinnamon, you get clove, you get some spices through the mid, and you get this nice amber vanilla in the dry down, y'all. So I think all that together makes it, of course, a fresh, fruity, bright fragrance, but has enough depth and packs enough punch to still work in cooler seasons. And that's why I've been reaching for it in the fall, y'all. I just love this one. And it also performs very well. Another thing to mention, so another reason why it's good in the fall. So on those days that, you know, it's hot outside, the sun is, you know, shining, even though it's fall, and I need something to wear that, you know, of course is going to go with the weather, but also still have enough depth to kind of get me throughout the day and maybe into some cooler times. This is what I'm reaching for, y'all. It's Xerjoff Erba Gold. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this video valuable, and then leave me a comment below. Let me know what are some of your favorites that have been in your fall fragrance rotation.